it's ya boy, and we back at it again with yet another Konnichiwa Games game review. And this time we've got our hands on a fresh new gem. Anime Redemption 2! Where do I even start? Honestly, this game is an absolute masterpiece. Just like we're used to from Konnichiwa Games. The graphics are just up there. You just cannot stop looking at it. It is appealing, it is enticing, it is attractive, it is captivating. Honestly, I could go on, but I already know your eyes are as locked in as mine. So we move on from this part, and we leave it behind us. More importantly, let us talk about the gameplay elements themselves. The gameplay is similarly to that of The Last of Waifus. It is an engaging third-person shooter game where you have to survive endless waves of enemies. Although this game is a little bit more challenging, so if you thought that The Last of Waifus was hard, then you're in for a treat. Just imagine The Last of Waifus, but the zombies have guns, and they don't miss too often. Dare I say, this game is harder than playing Doom Eternal on Ultra Nightmare difficulty, which is pretty bullshit if you ask me. So yeah, the game will shape you into an absolute gamer. Throw out blood and bullets, and maybe a little bit of... Actually, never mind, I don't think that counts. The game features a variety of weapons for you to use. We have the basic good old revolver. You know, what's a cowboy game without a revolver, honestly? Then we have the rifle, we have the shotgun, and we also have double revolvers. But most importantly, the weapon that you're mostly going to be using is the dynamite. It's pretty much the way to go if you want to win the game. You just basically go up the balcony and you spam dynamite like your life depends on it. Because it kind of does depend on it, not gonna lie. You just... Also, the game has a new feature. You can heal up over time, which is very convenient and nice if you ask me. So that's a nice little quality of life addition we got there. Moreover, this game features something that isn't available in most of other Konnichiwa Games titles, and that is lore. If we go around the town, we'll see that our brethren that has come here before us have all been caught and hanged. And that implies that there is some sort of bad blood going on between our people and the people of this town. Although we don't know the extension of it or how deep does it go or any of the history behind it. But I guess that's just the beauty of lore, you know, like you just gotta theorize about it and stuff like that. Maybe. I don't really know much about lore.
Gamer!
Moving over, this game features yet another gameplay mode that isn't available in other Konnichiwa Games titles as well. And that is free roam in an open world. You can just hop on your horse and run around, take the open world in. It is very engaging, very immersive, and there's just so much to be done. Honestly, it never gets boring out there, honestly. And it absolutely feels like you're just out there in the good old Wild West. So that's a nice little thing we got there in the game as well. And just like we're used to from any other Konnichiwa game, we can thicken the plot and turn it into 18 plus by downloading the DLC expansion. That makes everything in the game a little bit more clear and refreshing. And introduces a new game mode where you find yourself playing with one hand for the most time, mostly because your other hand is pretty much occupied doing
Gamer!
Anime Redemption 2 is an absolute masterpiece. Honestly, I can't even emphasize how good of a game it is. If you're a Konnichiwa Games enthusiast, then you definitely don't want to be missing out on this one for sure.